Dr. Jin, you've discovered a way to create passwords out of brainwaves. How does it differ to current ways of creating passwords through biometrics and the other security measures that were used for accessing all of our data and all of those things?
We all know that right now we have heavily rely on the different kind of biometrics in the smartphone, the fingerprints, and all those kind of biometrics. But the one big problem for those biometrics is they are not cancelable. That means, okay, your fingerprint cannot be modified, cannot be regenerated. So if there is any leakage or any security attacks and your fingerprint has been disclosed, so you will no longer be able to use that again. So about 2 years ago, there are some news. The millions of federal employees, their fingerprint database has been breached. So that will be a disaster. So we want to figure out some way, similar like the password. Password, you can periodically reset that. But we want to find something similar to the password, but still is a kind of biometric. This is exactly the motivation for the brain one. Because your response are really unique, but this response is driven by a certain type of stimuli. We normally call the visual stimuli. So if there is really a security attack or breach of the system, and we can just change the visual stimuli, and you will provide a new set of the brain responses that will be a completely new biometric.
How easy is it to create and use a brainwave password?
The protocol is quite easy. So as long as we are currently using the wearable EEG devices that can collect your brainwave signals, and also the user just wear those wearable devices, and then when they look at the screen will quickly shuffle several pictures, several selected pictures, and then your brain activity have already been recorded. By analyzing the recorded brain activity, and we can analyze and then authenticate the person to know who you are.
Is there any way someone could be tricked into revealing their brainwave password?
No, the key advantage for this technique is really, really hard to manipulate, because even the user themselves, they cannot control your non-volitional, your involuntary brain activity. We all have those kind of experience. So for example, if you are sensitive picture of a spider, so sometimes when you see the spider, you will feel kind of nervous and feel shocked at the very beginning, during the first few milliseconds. So you cannot control that kind of response. It's all by nature. So this is, I would say, that is more secure because for other password credential, the user, they know they may accidentally disclose those credentials, security credentials, but not for the brainwave. You cannot control your non-volitional brain activity.
What are some of the vulnerabilities when it comes to the security of brainwave passwords? Can machine learning or something be used to maybe guess the password?
The brainwave is largely unique, among different individuals. And also for the same individual person, you know that you have the dominant factors when you generate the brainwave. That is your unique knowledge and memory. And there are some minor factors may slightly affect your brain responses. So make every time you will see some slight difference. So the way how it works, those minor factors could be the environmental, the different lining, different background noises, all those kind of things. They are different when you do the authentication at a different time. So that means you cannot get exactly the same brainwave even for the same person. So this kind of very unique feature make it robust to the cyber attacks. So I would say that the limitation for the brainwave biometrics is how stable over time. People may slightly gradually change the way they are thinking about this word. You are gaining new knowledges and new memory every day, but this process is very slow. You may need to periodically recalibrate your brainwave biometric systems. Just like every 3 or 6 months, you are required to reset your password. I think this is very reasonable requirement.